Manyu and kuaiman. And their opponents from Chinese Taipei, CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun.
Women's doubles semi-final action here. They're so happy. CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun of Chinese Taipei to be fighting for a place in the final in the Infinity Arena against a newly established pair in WANG Manyu and kuaiman. The Chinese double act here, consisting of two players who faced each other earlier on in singles, and we all know how that went. Kuaiman shocking the defending champion in 3 straight games. But here, they've managed to reset, and they have a common cause in this best-of-5 game semi. So then, let's take a look at the tail of the table. In terms of average age, the Chinese Taipei double act are slightly older, and they are more experienced overall as well. They've played with each other considerably longer, actually, than WANG Manyu and kuaiman. There they are. What a walkout that was. Loving it. Great vibes here from these two. As we see our umpire, Ingrid Bogren. Let's listen in for the coin toss, and we'll give you some more details about these stars.
Black or red? Red, you are black. Red, winner, Cheng and Lee. Receive. Who will start to serve? Guan. Receive. Guan. Lee.
See that there? CHENG I-Ching asking who was serving. So they're deciding the combinations early on. It can make a huge, huge difference here. But stylistically, obviously, kuaiman and WANG Manyu having the advantage of a lefty-righty synchronization. Yu-Jhun and CHENG I-Ching both right-hander players, so it could get tricky for them movement-wise here. But let's look at it optimistically for them. Yes, they're playing against two of the best players in the world, but WANG Manyu and kuaiman have only played one event previously, and that was at the China Smash in Beijing last season. The last Smash before we saw this one here. And WANG Manyu and kuaiman lost in the round of 16 to Qin Yushan and Song Geman. But here we can see their run through in this event. They had a bye in the round of 32 effectively there. And then they beat Diaz and Pavard, an exciting pair of Puerto Rico and France, and then the ties in that tie. So despite being the less experienced pair together, you'd still fancy kuaiman and WANG Manyu here against this pair who first played together at the 2022 contender in Doha. Played the quarter-finals together, these two. They got to the quarters of the finals in Fukuoka, but lost to Chin Chen-Yi and Chen Qin-Tong. This is their run-through here. Had a tough one against Kim Na-young and Miyu Nagasaki, two youngsters, but managed to hold their nerves in that decider. So the stage is set. This is what they're fighting for. 2,000 points to the champion or champions of every category here. You can see they've already earned 700 ranking points for getting to the final 4 partnerships. We have a total prize pool of $1.5 million US here at the Singapore Smash. It is the marquee event of world table tennis with the most prize money of any WTT Series event on offer. Wow, look at that. Whether it's wishful thinking or a prediction,
Time.
the majority of you have voted for CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun. Let's see if you're right here as we get ready to rumble in the last match of this opening session here on day 6 of the Singapore Smash.
First game, KUAI to serve, love all. Love 1.
Good start here for the Taipei pair. Yu-Jhun ranked 71 in the world, been as high as 49. Oh, kuaiman.
All.
The world number 15. The phenomenal forehand. She's so good at playing those parallels under pressure, as we saw earlier in a victory against Zhu Yiling.
1-2.
CHENG I-Ching, former top 10 player in the world as well. And WANG Manyu, of course, world number 2.
3-1.
Now, technically,
Let.
of course, the
No flash,
Taipei
please.
players very similar in terms of approach
Let.
to the Team China
3-1.
Stars. It's going to be a matter of composure and execution here more than anything.
3-2.
And that was a very seamless forehand up the line from Yu-Jhun.
All.
Beautiful flick there from CHENG I-Ching, who is not just so effective in women's doubles, but also mixed doubles. She won the bronze medal with Lin Min-ru at the Tokyo Olympics. Yu-Jhun here effectively
4.
now taking over from Chen Su-yu, who was the Taipei number 2 on the women's side for a good amount of time. Oh, lovely.
4
Dispatches
all.
that. Again, a forehand winner. She'll be confident here, Yu-Jhun. She's played a couple of flashy shots. And the birthday girl, kuaiman, here is going to have a very busy day. She actually hasn't had that
5,
long to prepare
4.
for this one with WANG Manyu after her singles victory. All of the matches sandwiched in between have been won fairly quickly.
4-6.
So the Chinese here, the third seeds, are 2 ahead.
4-7.
They guarantee at least a 2-point cushion. Got some of the youth players here. We also have the youth event on at the same time.
7-5.
It's one of the great things about the Singapore Smash. And there, when they get a chance coming into the Infinity Arena, making use of those accreditation passes to learn from the very best seniors.
8-5.
Getting jammed up a little bit, the 2 right-handed players there. Shovel serve, kuaiman into that middle.
5-9.
She's amazing, kuaiman. 21 years of age now. Uses her peripheral. See where Yu-Jun's expecting the ball and just goes away from that. Caught out by that long
6-9.
serve, though. Long, deep backspin and quick. That was a class serve from CHENG I-Ching. And Yu-Jhun had a pretty easy time of things to finish it off. Great push. Oh,
10,
just couldn't put the cherry
6.
on top. I actually think Yu-Jun's been the better player of the 2 in this first game, despite CHENG I-Ching being the captainess.
10-7.
She's, yeah, held him well. 3 game points remaining here for Wang. And that's it.
11,
That is
7,
the speciality.
Game, Wang Kuai.
That inside out kuaiman forehand is something to behold. And we'll have a look at that replay again as we wait for the second game to begin. Good start from WANG Manyu and kuaiman. Just one seeding between them. 4 points in the first game, the difference.
然后，如果说郑一静这球里头，跟哥对短，他发球，这球里头能回一下。
See a good spread of balls here from WANG Manyu and kuaiman. Most balls are tight to the table. That's the initial approach, just to deny their opponents that attack, and then they send it out with venom to either corner, depending on where they see their opponents fancying themselves.
Second game, Cheng to serve, level.
We saw how thrilled Yu-Jhun and CHENG I-Ching were to be here, but this is not, I would say, uncharted territory for them. They got to the semi-finals of the China Smash in women's doubles, but they lost to Wang Yidi and Sun Ying-sha in 3 straight games there.
2, love.
And at the last edition of this event, they actually reached the final. But they were battered by Cheng Meng and WANG Manyu. So they've really solidified themselves as one of the best
3,
pairings
love.
in the world. They've got something special here that just works. When they come up against the Chinese A-listers, it's just so difficult
1, 3.
to impose yourself. To ever sort of feel comfortable enough to play your favourite shots. So much quality there from kuaiman. Greases that ball with topspin. Took the ball fairly late, which actually ended up surprising CHENG I-Ching.
Let 1, 4. Five,
Yeah,
1.
opting for these slow spinny balls here. A slow ball without spin is borderline suicide. It's going to get punished at this level, but a slow ball with a lot of rotation creates hesitation, as we saw in the last 2 points.
5, 2.
Tough to know how to meet a ball when it's arcing. Quite easy to meet it when the trajectory is more stable, constant. Yu-Jhun inside the table trying
2,
to guide out
6.
that flick. The Team China fans here not feeling as though they have to support WANG Manyu and kuaiman too much. They're
2,
handling
7.
business in a very professional manner. 5 ahead and 4 away. Best of 5, remember.
8,
And
2.
at this rate, you'd be surprised to see it go any longer than 3 straight games. They're just oozing with quality here. Wang Manyu and kuaiman painting a very pretty picture of their abilities. And it looks like since that China smash where they made their debut together, they've come on leaps and bounds.
10.
It's 8 game points.
Three, 10.
Well, they're relaxed here, kuaiman. They're trying some exhibition stuff. Nice parallel from CHENG I-Ching. Just slackened a little bit. They can afford to. And then
11,
straight away,
3,
tighten the
game,
screw.
kuaiman.
Easy does it. You wondered whether CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun could build upon that 11-7 in game 1, but there's your answer. It is one-way traffic here in the Infinity Arena. And it's kuaiman and Wang Manyu in the driving seat.
你回为主，你让他挑更好啊，飞机给我挑的更好，好吧？别的球里面。
Again at the ball placement of Wang Manyu and kuaiman, but this time in terms of percentages, just to give you a more sort of clear idea of where they're playing. The vast majority of receives into the middle and forehand, and then they like taking out the 2 right-handed players into that same backhand corner. That's the right tactic when you're playing 2 righties or 2 lefties.
Third game, kuai to serve, level.
Take them out to one side. Try and hit it into the player that's just played the shot off a loose ball.
Love 1. One all. Two, 1.
Just denied by the tape there, kuaiman. As was CHENG I-Ching.
All.
Deadly.
2.
And despite possessing an underlying level of power, kuaiman just seems so elegant when she plays her winners. Doesn't look like she's having to try that hard. So relaxed.
3 all.
It's all about the timing. CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun are having to work harder to win a point. Yeah, a nice holding play there after the long push. Take the lead here, Zheng and Li. Amazing.
4 all.
The precision. It's just instinctive. Does it
4,
again, kuaiman cross
5.
table, but it comes back with interest. Wang Yidi put under pressure into her crossover section, that transition zone. Too fast to play that down the line. I think she'd already made her mind up. Oh, that
6,
is the shot,
4.
arguably of the match there from CHENG I-Ching. Wang took it on below table height, loaded it with topspin, and that is some shot. I think Wang will be first to tell you it was impressive.
6-5.
Shame it only counts as one. Can do with every bit of help they can get here, fortune-wise. That's a well-constructed point.
7-5. 5-7.
Wang Manyu waited for something that didn't really come through as quickly as she may have thought it would have, and 2 ahead here, the second seeds. Great reach.
6-7.
That's the benefit of having that wingspan. World number 2 there with phenomenal shot. Takes so much strength to be able to do that. And they were saying there to Coach Chai-Chi, it just kicked up.
8-6. Eight, 7. Eight, all.
So then, it could be over very quickly. It's 8-all. And the serves.
Play, please.
Are back with kuaiman and Wang Manyu. That was a big point. Beautiful
9,
arc with that backhand
8.
from Wang. She sunk her knees down.
Time out.
Came more so up the back of that ball than over it, but still transferring her energy forwards. That was pinpoint again. And it's a desperate time, desperate measure. And hence, the timeout has been called by Coach Chai-Chi. It's now or never for them. Spoiler alert, Alexia Lebrun, the European champion, is through to the semi-finals, and this is how he did it. Unbelievable way to finish it. The best rally of the match coming in the final point. That is the way to seal the deal. And again, it's jubilation for the Frenchman. He will take on
9,
the winner
8.
of either Lin Wenru or Lin Shidong, who will face
No flash,
in the
please.
opening match of the second session, 6 p.m. local time here in Singapore. Anyway, back to this. It's pivotal here. And that's a stunning angle from Wang
10.
Manyu to set up 2 match points for her and the birthday girl who defeated her only yesterday in the women's singles. Here we go. Could they save it? Well, do the Team China players get bored of winning?
Winner, Wang
Doesn't look like
Kuai.
it. They're through to the final. Wang Manyu and kuaiman, with it only being their second event together as a pair. They've defeated last year's finalists, CHENG I-Ching and Yu-Jhun, in 3 straight games, and it's a good day so far for the birthday girl, keeping that squeaky clean record. So then, they're through to the final. We're going to find out who they will play. We'll get that bracket up in a second for you. But the cream has risen to the top. It is going to be a China final. They've guaranteed that with that victory there. And just another day at the office for them there. Marlin having basically nothing to say. So then they will take on Sun Ying-sha and Wang Yidi, who also won their semi-final in 3 straight games against the European champions Sofia Polganova and Bernadette Such. We have that one to look forward to.